any comments before I start fucking handing out assignments real quick?
Yes, assignments on healing cooldowns.
They were already
sorry
set.
about that. Get
I'm
it all
asking.
set up to
If
where
we
it
have
actually
a
works again
75 plus, fucking tantrum, you're gonna be the first person to use a cooldown. You're gonna use our mastery, and you know we might want to combo that with something. Now that I think about it.
Did you say with
South?
South?
So toss out.
So
since it's gonna be the first.
To
so
me, don't change
cool
your
off.
settings while you're live. Probably not a good idea.
Or am I thinking of the
And
wrong
well,
cooldown, right?
Salvation is a really long.
Hello, guys. Sorry about that.
Pair with that. So if
Thank
we have a 75 plus tantrum, you guys are gonna be the first.
We got it fixed though.
Alright.
I'm getting really tired of Grong already. Fucking slamming. Just. Yeah, it's already getting really old.
Can we get another stone up?
So we'll get our
so I'm making a
our
couple
lock
of loose
hurt
groups
man here. Going. See, so I mean, learned something new from Ray today. It's always a learning experience. This fight will be fun though.
I forgot to look what's in the box.
Someone click, please.
One thing I don't
Based
like,
on
there's
things I've
not
told
a
you
lot of
last meeting,
room
I
to have a large
Got a ring
group in
disease.
here. So it's a little bit
Got a
different
spot.
than the PTR videos that I watched.
Got it in one.
Awesome.
Barry, you want to be in melee for your mastery?
Yes.
Okay. Change things.
So one hearth home and get it. What's in the box? Oh well.
When cheer Renche on over there, he did just get an awesome new Azurite piece. Boss, always nice. Kind of stressing on the ahead of the curve, but got them Garrosh so far. Well, very cool. Congratulations. I know I got Garrosh. I didn't raid at the
Unless I
beginning
fucked something up
of
and I don't believe I
Warlords, but I
Yeah.
did manage to get the
The groups are a
Archimond
little
all
bit
the way
messy
to
right now,
current day.
right? But I'd like.
I've got a pretty good streak going myself.
3, 5, and 7 to be the kind of melee splits, right? And we might have to move the boss or whatever. There's no like real markers I can put down for you guys. Just like for example,
Yeah, I
group
hear
3,
what
if
they
you
were
can
saying,
defer
where
to the right of the boss.
so
5, you could be central.
Grong
7, you
sits
could be
here
more
and
to his
continues
left.
his fists on
Something
the
along
ground.
lines of that. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
turned it
He's
down
left
for
to
the
our left.
stream, but oh my god, does this get annoying?
When he is faced
Very,
away from
very-
you guys, that left.
So
Our
So
left.
our left.
Okay. Our left.
And groups
Hopefully we will get
1, 2,
started here
and
relatively
4. You guys are the ranged piles. Again, you guys, there's no real like markers to speak of. Just be aware of your positioning. You have a couple
So
of
we
people
are with
to pair
JB.
with. If you
we are with
want
Clown Boy.
to split off, like away from your group when the missile is coming in, you can feel free to do that. But these are groups of 3s just because of how.
Jeez, can you
the
even?
people that we have
Gonna
at the
make
moment.
fun of me.
So you probably
Don't
not be able
mind
to do that on heroic. I would suggest you just, if possible, stay together. I'd like to see how the damage looks as well, because maybe we can't do kind of small groups, right? Maybe it's too much damage. Maybe we do need to split up, and I'd like to know that now on normal rather than heroic, to have a bunch of 3 people just fucking.
Fuck, he's so stupid. He can't spell.
Yes.
They're right. I'm just.
So if we do have to kind of split up, then we might have to adopt a spread out for missile collapse afterwards type of strategy. But melee, you don't have to worry too much.
Don't have to worry about my team.
And so you've looked at your groups. Is it safe for me to collapse them?
Yep. So we already looked at our groups.
Hurtman doesn't.
You're going to.
Hurtman was not in here, so maybe not.
He's in my group.
But I don't know if he knows that. Because I'd like to collapse him for healer's sake.
I can remind him once he gets in here.
Don't do
I've
it.
summoned him, but
Find out.
Well, we'll see if we
No,
can
please
get
don't do it.
everybody.
I can.
Any questions as to what's going on, more or less, in terms of groups and who's doing what and where
The
we're going to
Grongs.
be standing? Also, just out of like
The worst thing is,
just
I have to
mentioning
hear it.
right?
I hear it live, and I hear it on the
Remember that
playback
the
from the
fucking
video,
robot
and then I
blows
hear it
up
on my phone so I can
when
read
it
chat.
dies, and it's like a radius
All over the place.
around them. If you can get out of it, it doesn't deal that much damage. And I've actually seen people say it's really fun to use the knockback from melee to shoot you at Gong, but it might be excessive damage sometimes.
Herman, are you loading?
He's hurting.
Oh, somebody.
Yes.
Says Herman's offline.
How many male wearers in the group? Not many. We have a total of 4. Myself and my hunter and 3 shamans. So that's one of the reasons when you guys will want to know like why my item level isn't higher.
Get off the coconut,
it's because there's not very many people who wear mail in our group.
Yeah.
We have a very leather heavy group.
Sweet.
Cheating.
Some of myself.
Which does stink. But I deal with it. Rinche and I are pretty good at trading gear back and forth. Not too worried. Plus, I've already got one piece of gear from earlier, from Time Walk, so I did get Dazar'alor. Well, we'll get this started here relatively soon, guys. Sorry for the delay.
He's offline.
That's the one downfall, and that's one thing I was letting people know ahead of time. This is the whole reason I didn't stream in the past, because our raids are very slow.
No offense, friend.
I just wanted to let you guys
Did
know
he
that
actually
ahead
use
of
it? I
time.
don't even know.
Same problem in your guild
there,
runs.
man?
Yeah, that unfortunately, you're the odd class out. That does.
Well, it
And-
shows he's on Discord. Yes, I thought it was.
One
I'm
of the
not
first
frozen,
times
but the
where
bar filled up.
I've only been running with one hunter. I normally have at least.
It must have kicked him out.
I don't
for the
know.
Update like it did me, and
Okay, can you hear me now?
Good.
Alright, well, I apparently just can't use the push to talk function, so that's fun.
Are you on a laptop?
Yes, I am.
That could be a problem. I've had that issue.
And we'll go. And
My laptop runs push to talk just fine. Do you run it as admin?
The problem is Discord's a browser right now. I don't know
Oh,
push to
yeah.
talk functions in the browser.
No,
Oh,
not last I
nope,
heard.
it
Anyways.
does not.
That'd be it then. Bar and a circle of death. So
All right, circle it. Sounds like Hurtman
are
might
you
be.
clipping through the floor right now, Nerf?
Yeah, when I double
Looks
jump
like
like
it.
now, yeah, I fall in.
Oh, oh,
Aw, man.
that's not a
I was
little
looking
clip.
forward to
That's
giant
that's
Naga
a
with wings.
lot of clip.
Like freaking Shadowcat trying to figure out her powers.
Look at that.
Like, fuck, God.
He's way in there.
They changed how Nagas work now with Demon Hunter. I can't do that jump.
it could just be for this zone.
That or they're preparing to do Naga.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
You heard it here first, folks.
I mean, why
that's-
would they change?
That's
why
the
would they
that's the
change
one
the
thing that
interaction
Nerf
between
wants to
Naga
be a
and Double?
Naga so badly.
You know,
Talks about
it's
it every
only
chat.
one solution.
So I always gotta bait him out a
Yeah.
little bit
Answer.
there.
I mean, Naga were night elves. Why couldn't they be demon hunters, right?
Spaghetti
I can
Toad.
rest Ashara. These Nagas aren't gonna be in there.
Oh,
That was such a stretch.
Mm,
that was a good stretch. There.
Naga, not gonna happen.
So that was
It's
better.
not gonna work anymore.
Hurt, how's it looking from?
program stopped responding, core shutdown.
Woo.
And a restart.
Alright.
Bye.
Sounds like we are
I'm
going to be pulling
going
this.
to go ahead and remove you for the time being. No offense meant, friend.
So items that we went
Really
off this
clown.
call.
Taken.
Stand on top of me.
Try and keep moving.
Which one? All the same.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Hmm.
Okay, well
Alright,
now
sorry.
you can collapse the group.
Yes, sir.
Feel like a blood elf.
And of course,
Collapsing
JB
groups,
is
you better
playing on his boomkin,
Even
so
though
we're
already,
gonna be fine.
it doesn't
Boomkin
matter all that
boogie
much. The
around.
concept is what matters.
And Torin Gloom Panel. Cool.
I believe
It's
you
just
got
me,
that
or
with
when
us.
people are on their mount, claustrophobic.
That's just you. Oh, never mind. Claustrophobic.
Oh, it's simply aggro
5,
first.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I feel like I'm in the wrong group.
First combo.
No, you're on the right group. Crusade together.
Hey, that's the first base time. That's way bigger than I anticipated. We might have to move the boss and make space. That's the antagonizer. We need to get everybody on the robot. Okay, I see the first bite. Smash on myself. And another bite on me or you,
I got
whoever.
next.
Okay, that was fine. Let's hold. I'm gonna keep moving just in case. Okay, wait on that core. Remember the rage.
I got it.
Beware. Up past 50.
Damn.
I'm gonna wiggle the boss just a touch to make more space from melee. I'm gonna wiggle him to this wall here. Here comes combo, by the way, Senpai. Bite on me. Another bite.
I'm gonna
smash.
use it now.
For a big gorilla, zip sucks.
Does it? I'm sorry.
It's like having to get closer.
Yeah, that's way, way bigger. We're gonna have to have melee like either in smaller groups because it looks like maybe. Okay, one bite. I'll take that just in
I
case.
got next.
Shockification. So you see right now, we're gonna have a core before our buff has fallen out and before he's at 50.
I'm gonna wait to pick this up.
Yeah, it does deal damage. So. Actually, I don't have a despawn, so that does scare me.
Oh, Zaf, your damage. Hilarious.
Another bite. Okay, I'm going up to 3 or 2 bites.
We gotta use it.
There it is. Oh, well, I guess not. Fuck. That's a lesson learned for me. All right.
Did it despawn?
So if you have it as a debuff, right? And if the debuff runs out while you're casting it, it stops. The whole fucking thing.
So we're in trouble here because he's gonna full tantrum.
Sounds like a wipe or something.
Maybe.
Well, might be a normal.
It might get bad. Yeah.
Get ready, Star, for the cooldown.
Yeah. So grab it, use it, and use toss in a healing tide on top of that. We're gonna need it on top of that. And get ready. He might actually just tantrum here.
Use personals?
Use personals as well. Yeah.
Beware.
Go. Get ready. It's gonna hurt real bad.
Not to me.
I got hit by the slam before.
We are not dead. Smash coming. Double smash. Let's see if we got a third smash. Nope. Bite.
Get Barry up.
I'm using my rage. Somebody else.
Are we
Oh,
less
we
than?
can get him up.
Beware.
Get bubblegum.
Gotta get 60 rage.
Blow us when you can. I'm sorry, friend.
What's up?
Horde bad.
What the hell it is on? So nice.
Smash monkey. Who is a good monkey?
I actually kind of like this. I can take this.
I got
one.
next. We get it next.
So
Beware.
over, and we have no debuff.
I'm gonna use it.
Yes.
You got it. Coming at you.
Beware.
Personals?
Fucking fig.
Also, did he delay that last tantrum, the fourth one? Did anybody know?
Looks like it glitched.
Right? Going up to 2 rending bites might need externals here. and you pick him up.
Melee, squash against the wall.
Beware.
I'll do it.
Sure.
I wanted
How's
to
the
see
damage
something.
on the reverb? Like the first hit. Oh, just bop him. Just bop him. Yeah, just bop him. Just bop him. Okay, one smash.
Nice fetid to
Another
the point.
smash.
Still going.
And a bite.
Very
was it.
nice,
Hey,
guys.
you know
that
what?
was
Nice
much
reaction on the,
easier in
Chest is over here.
the last pull there.
I was like, what the hell?
But zombie,
Hey,
wait!
Bronson.
Come here, bro, zombie. I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, nice grasp.
Nice.
Yes.
Did not get it.
Oh,
Let's
creepy
see.
monkey.
Is this the one that I have to roll on? Yes, it is. The streak
We did
begins.
pretty-
Keep count, fellas. It's gonna
This
be a
is gonna be the
bumpy
boss.
ride.
We're probably gonna get something. Hopefully not.
Hey, don't worry. You'll get it later,
Yes,
man.
we didn't because we
That's
don't need
what I
anything on
told
this
him.
guy.
Shout out
I'm really
to
hoping.
Zaf,
Really
36K
hoping
damage
for.
there. Ooh, yeah.
390
I
trinket.
guess we're not using that. I guess we're going over here, maybe.
I'm
sure.
hoping we get stuff off Jade Fire Masters. That's the one that I'm
Yep.
going to be
Yep.
regardless
That's
of.
an elemental.
390 trinket, very nice.
Thank you, thank you.
You can see there, JB and I top of the charts
This is
there.
gonna be fun.
Very nice.
I don't know what these do. I'm gonna pull a couple of them. It might get us killed. We'll find out.
I don't think you can enchant across.
You can. This thing is really obnoxious though. I'm trying to like not be in it and. Yeah, we did.
What the hell? Alright.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like I'm playing a
then
mage in
open,
Hearthstone.
Open trade and I'll give you
The door!
Get on the floor.
every the dinosaur.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this thing's really obnoxious. Is there something behind me?
Yeah, me.
Damn.
What are you
wish.
wanting?
Good time.
Oh, there's somebody in ice barrier.
Ah, stunned for a minute.
Yeah, I will 100%.
Oh, hey.
Roll. That was the first mastery folk.
All right. Well, that was weird. Yeah, that fight was a joke.
They
So he
won't let
didn't do the back slap backhand. He didn't do that at all, and he didn't do some of his other abilities too. So they must have moved those just
Bringing
heroic.
the A game, huh?
Hey, Gina. The Lich King called. He wants his spells back. Ice walls, really? Come on.
Seen it.
Balls of
She was
reflection all
there
over
helping
again.
us helping the last escape, too.
Where do you think she got the idea from? She's like, oh, my betrothed.
I can't.
What a roots.
Right.
Yeah.
Did
So
you
so
see me
far
switch
2
forms,
bosses
or did
down,
you
2
just-
of 9
Yeah.
down, no
Oh, yeah.
problem. The
Even
Grom
though
was
tanky,
actually
no
easier
fucks,
than the
what a
first
roots.
boss, and the first boss was.
Do note, not something
Good
I'll
so
be
far.
doing in the boss.
And if you guys
Oh, come
remember, we
on.
did
Little
get
No.
we did
No
get a
balls.
100%
Tell you
Right,
what,
100
taunt
rage
Jaina, and then shift forms
ability
to
there,
break
and
a
it
root.
didn't even kill us.
Okay.
Alright.
That could be a
No,
thing.
no, really. If you want to eat a frost shard, then
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Go do it.
He's gonna taunt him.
that'd be
Alright.
great. No, wait, shit, that doesn't reset on taunt swaps. Never mind. Don't. It might hurt you more than me.
Be funny to watch.
It will not.
It'll be a
Because
nice
Jaina's gonna
thing
be
for the...
real tough, I think.
Nonsense.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
She's
It's not like she's like she's like one of the most powerful beings in Azeroth. Nah, be fine.
She literally
Easy
fucked the
kill.
dragon, so like.
Not a big deal.
Oh, this circle of ouch.
You should get bench press a boat.
It's true.
I think she more of like deadlifted it because it was, you know, dead.
But can she see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Ooh, close on this.
After the trash can we get Mr. Hurtman.
Trying to not
Your kids
buddy,
can
but
see why
everybody's
Arthas
stand.
failed to ruin, so probably not.
I hope you don't mind.
Oh jeez.
He did nothing wrong.
Why isn't anybody
I'd do
taking
that.
pot shots at Gina? She comes in. She comes in, trash talks. Just somebody just stabs her. Hey, the raid's over.
Oh shit!
Congrats, really.
Volge says his regards.
Ooh, it's 4-4.
It's a
Right.
2% chance.
Oh,
per
I like
raid
that.
For like that to happen. You just
Pardon my language, by the way, guys. I
get
don't.
all the loot.
Yeah, say that on the stream.
Really? We have to write this down in your book. That you
Right? I actually got a BOE. I don't know. What am I supposed to do with my hand?
Just like all the other times.
Well, I can tell you what you should do, but you're streaming, so hey.
My stream is family friendly.
Whoops.
Well, it is a good way to make it family friendly by.
Being a family on stream.
I mean,
All right, Clifford. Well, it was
Increasing
good to have you here.
make a family on stream.
That'll get you banned.
Oh, yep. I will be here on Thursday. I actually might be streaming tomorrow. More of our progression. We'll just have to wait and see. Just depends on how well this one goes. So, regardless, I'll see you on Thursday, buddy.
On stream.
On stream.
Should we
What
start
am I doing on
alphabetically or?
So far, we've got a BOE, and we've
Order
got.
of importance.
Oh my God.
Oh, this guy.
There's too much trash on here.
Rather
Should
you
you
didn't.
keep shooting at us?
No, it would help if all these people. Barriers.
You ask
How
so
about you
much of us.
How about you just not get hit?
Yeah, I was cresting up.
Cresting?
I'm assuming.
You're like a baby head.
I thought it was
Yep.
family
No, that's
friendly.
That's
Crowning.
crowning.
Crowning, yeah.
That's when you drink too much stuff that looks like Jack Daniels.
I'm assuming this won't be also with the boss, so this trash pack looks bad.
Just don't get hit by the charges.
Ah, fuck it.
So that means I'm gonna.
Just chuck it.
Oh yeah, bring it in, boy.
You get hit by charges. That sounds like a good advice of anyone with a credit card.
Oh yeah, there it goes.
So
Two charge. There's another charge.
Damn it!
Demon Hunter death.
That is no fair.
No, there's like a 3 second, or maybe it's like a 2-second cap.
get back here. You're on your own with that one.
Oh wow. By the way,
I pulled too much aggro on that.
If you release, so.
What?
Oh
Yeah.
God, look where we have
this
to
trash
come
deals
in
a lot of
at.
damage. Probably gonna have to CC a little bit.
Lord.
But that's alright.
CCing trash and raid. Who does that? Not us.
The arcane blasts are the one that were making the most damage, so it's imperative just to lock them down.
Alright. You could
Lock them down with death.
Mm-hmm.
Herman, did you get
Yeah.
the summons that we sent?
What is?
Yes, I'm trying to load in again.
This man. What
It's a coding language.
What is?
is it? C++?
Nah, it's just C++. Just adds another plus.
So, like we said, we
Adds
do
another
have
C on.
a belt here.
You put 2
Fortunately,
C's, that's
not
a
enough.
plus.
So that will probably be destined for the auction house.
Plus.
That equals 2C.
And all right, that sounds great. Good luck, dude, on your
You're gonna
raid.
get
I
a
hope you get some
shortcut.
gear.
We need to
I
leave
hope
over
you
shortcuts
get as
too.
far as possible.
You're trying to see right now, Nerfa.
And I will be streaming tomorrow if you. Well, I might be streaming tomorrow. More of our progression. Might hang out then. Catch you later.
For fuck's sake.
For anybody wondering, all that shit goes away when you pass it, right? No, all this ice shit is still here.
Yeah. They learned their lesson. They decided that they made it too easy with like the Throne of Thunder mechanics. Where it's like, oh yeah, you killed the caster at the end. This goes away.
Yeah, but then the raid would be over in like 6 hours. Who wants,
Who wants
quick?
that?
Oh,
Shit.
nerf.
I thought you guys were here.
Oh, nerf.
Just ignore me.
Quickly,
Nah,
somebody
they already
play the
aggroed,
music.
brother.
No, that happened to me.
Dude, I was in combat.
Wait,
alright.
don't release.
Don't release.
Don't release.
I
I'm
got it.
not gonna do that twice.
Kill the barriers back here.
I hope you don't
I'm getting there.
the cold.
Sounds like fun to load into.
Fucking one of the few times Restoration Affinity is not helpful. What's that? A low health target in combat over there? Oh, you're in combat.
Oh yeah. I didn't think
Thanks,
about
no
that.
thanks.
Okay, so the battle mages were the ones doing the most damage there.
Gina, shut up.
I think
Rude.
And it's
I don't
really
see
mad
that
today.
buff.
We are moving up through here. We are
Oh.
almost
I
ready
can see
for
some of
the
that.
Please.
Jade
you
Fire
got
Master.
There's a barrier.
That will be next boss to tackle.
I'll take one of these horses. And
Move forward a little bit.
Separate the cavalier.
one caster.
One casting back there.
There you go.
Watch out, he's charging.
It's I think they did a cast that did that. Look like that got there. Like the guy on the horse did like a. I think it's him, but maybe not. Somebody's doing that yell. That's what's really killing us.
Is it green?
Is it? Okay. Or not.
I will freeze you where you stand.
Oh.
Why won't
Okay. He is.
This guy has Guardian Spirit if we wanted to spawn.
Marine out.
Nah, I can't pick this guy up. Just to... Yeah, this buff hurts real bad.
Battle mage out.
Arcane Blast going out.
BTC.
I got the interrupt. but,
There's about one heal.
I'm finished.
I got in here to aggro. I'm sorry. I'm breaking some CCs here.
Somebody take off this Guardian Spirit. They can use the Arcane Torrent.
So who was doing the yell? Was it for sure the guy on the horse? Because
I
that
saw
seemed
him
like it
here.
was buffing them.
It was a cavalier, yeah.
So one tank pick both up in the future, I guess. Maybe CC one if we can, pick the other one up, get the rest of the trash, and somebody
Looks
else.
like
so they don't
we've
get
had
buffed.
more trouble with trash than
Suppose.
this
The bosses might jump down here or some shit, so I would get away from this area. 'Cause I think, I'm not sure where they spawn, but you know.
Run.
Yeah, here they come.
Right on top of us.
In the
Man, that was
twisting
too fast.
nether, I slew countless demons of the
Oh baby, the Russian accent.
remotely cruel
Oh boy. Now this is the fight we're looking forward to. So, just looking,
Thanks,
because we're
Zarya.
going to start talking about strategy, but we want to make sure and
Hey, all the
kind of
shit
go
on the
over
floor
the
disappeared
things
when
we're going to
you-
be trying to get.
Step
Which-
forward, coward.
Gloves and chest. This should be, at least in my opinion,
All right.
excuse me,
Let's
is
talk
our
about all
BIS
this
piece
garbage.
or chest piece, because we are looking for in the rhythm, or excuse me, unerring vision, either in the rhythm or
This is not
treacherous
terrible
covenant, which
amounts.
this has both.
Thought
It
we
also
did
has
this.
gut ripper, really nice.
All right,
Also
so
has
supply.
Yeah, but-
can cover hide,
Sorry.
which are what we're looking
that's right.
for.
Where is
No, I
this?
said, can we
Oh.
put a feast? Because Simplay said he would put them down. No, you're good. ahead.
Supply. I want you to start on the monk, and I'll start on the mage. Reason being, you'll have much more snap aggro, and I want literally everybody on the monk for a couple of seconds. You know what I'm saying? If you saw the fights, you know that the monk's health needs to be lower than the mage's, or the monk starts doing more damage. I'd like to prevent that, so I'd like a buffer of, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds. That might be too much. But you get what I'm saying, of damage on the monk, and then most
Welcome
of
to
the
you
melee
guys that
is gonna
just
switch
joined us.
to the mage,
Getting ready
simply
to
because the mage is
pull
a little less
third
mobile than the
boss
monk.
here.
Although get
Progression
ready
on
because he still
normal
teleports.
Battle for Dazar'alor.
Right.
Working on
So
Jade
Senpai,
Fire
you'll be on the
Master.
monk, and I'll be on the mage. Of course, you know we have to switch at different points. We'll switch. Oh, there goes Hurtman again. Unfortunate. We'll switch on
Looking like
multi-sided strikes.
our
I have
mage
no
is
clue. We'll
not
have to
going to be
switch
able
off
to
of
hang with
the
us.
fireball.
He's
See,
actually
remember, Steve?
in
Which you and I talked about, so you know what I'm talking about.
in
But we'll just
Hawaii
figure it
right
out. If
now.
it feels like it's
So
not
he's
dropping off
playing on not
at,
his
like,
conventional.
the 5 mark or something like that, we'll taunt and hope it's not too late. But definitely on the multi-sided, right? Other than that, everybody should know that we have to stack up for the bombs that appear, right? We have to stack up in the fucking mists or whatnot, and you need to dodge that laser. During that
Dodge the
time,
laser
all
with my
three bombs
face.
are likely to get one explosion out if they don't have variable health, and I'll explain that real quick. In the PTR, the bombs that spawn during their team attack sometimes we used to have different health, sometimes wildly different. We're talking a difference of one bomb having 300k and the other one having over 2 million. That a lot of people were saying that seemed odd, so we're gonna find out to see if they're gonna actually have lower health. If they do, and anybody is like, okay, this one has
Opening
lower
some
health,
of these
call it, like mark it, and call
supplies
it,
that I
we'll move to
got.
that one. If they don't, then
like that,
I don't know.
5K
we'll attack
gold. I'll
the
take
most
that. Give me
west one or whatever. I'll put a mark down. Again, I don't know if the spawns are
more
set.
resources
I'll
if we
put a mark
need more
down
resources.
just for reference.
I've got
But if
8,000.
they don't have variable health, we'll just attack whichever one is the most west, and then make our way back to the east. If that
So
makes
it's
sense.
like a cool 10K. We just
Or something along those lines. If we have
another 3K. So it's got 7,500.
We'll discuss that more here in a moment, right?
10K
So we're gonna
rep, which is
stack
always
up
nice.
for those. When the bombs are
Rep
about to
is my-
explode,
couple of
I
them that are
want
92.
an aura mastery and a healing totem to go out on the first one, the first explosion of bombs. Likely because it'll be all three, and I'd like to not die to that. And then
Level already?
on the next
I'll be
one,
level
if we
41 on
need
my
it,
neck here.
we can also have a salvation, but that might not be as critical. But just keep in mind that we will want a cooldown.
Hey, I can see things. That's
for the first explosion of 3. And then, oh god, it's living bomb, but like they have a cast that they do. It's actually just called explosion.
I think the fight that I'm looking forward to the most is actually the next 3.
I don't know if it's gonna be like
4
super
fights.
fucking.
Mechatork looks really cool. I really like the Rosticon
deal.
fight. It feels very
but I don't
epic
wanna
in
risk it,
nature.
'cause I know that's gonna
And
be probably
Conclave,
one
of
the times
course,
where it hurts
is
the
what
most.
drops my weapon.
Heals, you
Drops a
need to
trinket that
dispel
I-
the Searing Embers, and apparently these have variable durations. You need to find the lowest duration and dispel that one first. If you can somehow shed that debuff, you should, because it doesn't blow up when it's dispelled. That's the whole point. So if you can somehow shed it and feel comfortable doing so, please feel.
It does say that you can also stack up for Searing Embers and Mass Dispel the majority of them, so that's 5 of them.
Sure, and I'd like you to save that for the embers if we can, or excuse me, for the bomb. I don't
My
know
Mass
the timing
Dispel?
on this. Yeah. I don't know the timing, and I don't know if it'll be up on cooldown. That's my concern. But I figured that'll be the easiest because we're all in there anyway. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should remember to fucking attack the mage. Like, everybody needs to attack the mage.
Pew the
when
mage.
he has the shield, so he doesn't pyroblast somebody. If you're nearby,
Yeah, I want to get Pyroblast in the face. You know that that's going to be.
and what's gonna happen is, oh, really? Oh, that's very handy. That is very, very handy.
I'm just messing glitch.
We're probably gonna have to divide some people that are here. Some people in our
Oh,
group.
yeah, so
I'm
for you
sorry,
guys that are
but
just
some of
joining me,
Mobile
welcome.
Melee are likely going to be
Waiting
on the
on
monk.
to talk about what we're
We
pull
seem to
here
have quite a bit of
on the Fire Master. Like I've told you guys before, this is the
So I
main
want
reason that I don't
all
live
the
stream,
ranged
just
on the
because, especially Russian fights,
and
we
so
are
let me make
extreme.
sure I'm not making a mistake here. How about that?
I want to let you guys know
Not like
this is normal. We have some people
But
who
anyways,
don't watch
while I
videos.
figure this out, aside from the things
etc.
I've discussed, just
We are just
you guys should know that we're
patiently
gonna have to run a
waiting.
gauntlet at some point.
And in the meantime, while we are waiting, if you guys have any questions
or we don't have to.
on my
but
build,
actually,
why
in
I
live, we
do what I
probably will have
do,
to grab
that's
that
sort of.
orb. I would wager anything
Feel free
that
to
they've
leave
made
a
that a
comment. I
requirement.
have my
That's
chat
just a guess,
up
but
here.
I feel like probably that's happened. So when
Reply
we're
to you
running
guys
the
in
fucking
a
gauntlet, Nerf, I've heard Demon Hunters are great at the running of the orb to the wall. Please do so. And then in the last phase, everybody should be aware that the test thing that you do in the air, right? Typically it's for the tanks only. On the last phase, it'll grab more people. That you have to face the after images. Yeah, you're gonna have to do that too. And apparently, it gives a buff. I have not seen this anywhere in the journal or anywhere else but on Wowhead. Apparently, the written guides on Wowhead say that if you do that correctly, you get a damage and healing buff. So, aside from the incentive to not fucking get slam jammed while that's happening, you get a damage buff. You know, those of you that fucking look at logs and go, "Oh yeah, there you go." But do that shit. Do that shit. You want it, you know it.
All right.
Other than that, I don't think there's much else to say. I don't think I forgot.
I think to our first pull here. This might be the first boss where we wipe one.
Traps are heroic only.
Traps are.
There's
don't
no
have to worry
magma
about
traps.
Perfect. So
the pyro still
that was
happens.
the one nice thing about being a hunter is that they will have me pop those traps because I can immediately pop the trap and disengage back. I don't get flung up in the really nice to be running with hunters. I really like it when I have you.
Oh.
That keeps me in raid. Of course, they're not.
Alright, so give me just a second.
Thought we were getting ready.
I'm fucking around with group.
Getting all of our groups set up here.
You know what? We'll work it out like as we go.
We're gonna work it out on the fly,
Let's see
just
how
I
it looks
like
with
it.
just the ranged on the monk and the melee on the mage. All right. Because we got strong contenders for both, so it might actually be okay. But if the mage ever starts to outpace, then we will need to switch. So keep an eye on. And yeah, I know. And as far as I've seen, there's no reason not to have them stacked up. Again, as far as I've seen. So we will do that, but there will be times where the mage, warps to somebody and the monk.
Yep, we're going to be focusing monk to start out here. Mage, when you need our raid strategy all figured out here.
Any questions?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited for.
Nope. These markers are just kind of preliminary, since I don't know where the bombs are going to end up. And I need to switch sounds for this one. Does anybody else need?
I have home.
Maybe I missed this. Which groups are on which?
Just melee on the mage, ranged on the monk.
Got it.
He knows.
Good observation.
The monk's wearing a dress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Got it.
Okay.
It's a kilt.
It's a kilt.
He punches with his fire fist.
All monks are bald, didn't you know?
Oh, here, let me switch the.
So that was one thing I had a feeling that might be
invite bigots to our raid?
an issue, which it sounded like it was. That was a good question.
Oh. Hey, you're right.
Bigots in
Nah,
our
okay.
raid? It's more likely than you think.
You know I'm joking, friend.
Oh, that's okay. You're the one that's talking about the superior race trolls and such,
You're damn right. That's why they're
Welcome to you guys
all
that just
getting
joined us. We're getting
exterminated
ready
by
to
the
pull
bucket right
the
now.
third
Wait,
boss here
shit.
at Battle for Dazar'alor. Our two
Why
shots.
don't we
or
just
I should say one
build
shot
a
each
wall
of the
and
two
keep
bosses.
sabers?
We found Grong to be like the easiest ever. It's probably actually easier than
Who didn't have a wall? Zandalar.
Any
I got
questions?
invaded by unsavories.
Any questions? Any comments before we get?
It's actually easier than Talon. I couldn't even think of the name.
We're bloodlusting at the end of the fight. That is to say, when they become a dragon and a phoenix.
When it's over.
99%, baby.
Right when the last one's about to die, blood. Just it's to send a message, So we didn't need it.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's just stack them more of the.
We're gonna bloodlust the end, and Mexico's
Although
gonna pay for it.
I feel like they're gonna start warping away immediately or some shit. I really feel like we're gonna have all the damage on the monk, and then she's gonna be like, "Fuck you," just walk away. Let me just double check. Okay, it's 30 power. All right, cool. Just make it. So when the time comes, when we get to 30 power, yeah, the bombs are gonna spawn, and again, just anybody just be like, hey, this one has lower health if you happen to spot it, and we'll move to that one. Otherwise, just default to the one nearest to coin. I don't know if the spawns are gonna be fucking wacky and they're all gonna be near star, and I'll be like, fuck, you know. But
5, 4, 3,
Jaina.
2,
I'm
1.
not standing there menacingly.
Get her.
Menacingly. Asses. There's a display that's happening. Okay, fire shield. Everybody get on, man. Nice. I'm at 7 stacks, run. We should probably trade. So I guess that does not fade. Like, oh, I just got multi-sided. We're gonna have to trade again. Let the thing fall off before you do. Okay, it fall off. Get her off me if you can. If you haven't already. Nice. Should be having our bombs here very, very shortly.
Beware.
Okay, so I see 2 bombs only. And are they different health? Doesn't look like it, so just stack on this one. We should trade bosses. If we can. This is where you will use that cooldown, by the way. Fire shield on this guy.
Personals.
Get on the next one. I'll go better.
Oh, we lost 2 healers, by the way.
I see.
Get cut in half.
I don't. I'm getting multi-sided. Somebody needs to res star or something. After this. Oh, she's gonna pop me. Okay.
You want me to switch to the monk?
What's her health at? No, we're good.
Significantly higher.
Remember to dispel these.
Do we stack up to dispel?
Already done.
Fire shield on Mance. We should trade here if we want at some point. So I'm at 5. And this thing should be wearing off here shortly.
One's 57%, while the other one's 46%.
Sorry, I lost her for a moment. Okay, here comes the thing. I wish those were way more visible than what they...
That reminds me of
Damn me.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Right? It's like bounce, 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 bounce.
Bow, bow, bow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did anybody see the orbs? I was not paying attention.
So, where's the... Oh, okay, you gotta go...
Despair is different than...
That's fun.
Whatever.
Just the fact that when it's underneath the platform, cannot see them. They're there.
The axis issues.
Boy, this sucks.
Finding company.
Was there an orb anywhere, by the way? I didn't see.
I didn't see it.
I mean, they're supposed to look like this, so if somebody brought them over, right? But I don't know. Do we have to do all of them? No.
They all share health.
That was rough.
Got a little bit spoopy. Multi-sided, we're gonna have to switch after this. There's one of those clones that I find very difficult.
That was
For
close.
some reason.
40 and 50.
I'm switching to the monk.
Yeah, it's 38. Yeah.
I'm at 5. If we want to trade after this one. 6. It worries me. I still have the buff, but like I don't want to nuke people.
Starting to catch up on their phone.
That's gonna be weird on the roll. Searing Embers, make sure to get the lower percentage ones. I'm getting multi-sided again. Maybe we should just be popping cooldowns for those. We got to trade here. Oh, we're all in the last phase here. Bloodlust?
Bloodlust. %3 difference.
Put some damage on the fucking.
They're even.
They're even now. Yeah, you guys are good.
So I am at 14. So, but at this point, trading might not be the. Okay. I was gonna say just to let it happen so it doesn't blow. Multi-sided. Did anybody else get it, by the way, or just me?
No.
Okay, so maybe just roll.
All right, well that was pretty easy. Joke as well.
All right, that's
I'm pretty sure we didn't even do it
that
right.
didn't
either.
hurt nearly as bad as I thought it would. Someplace, so we might have lowered the damage on. So we can go further than 6, 7, 8.
All right, let's see that. Let's see that fat gear right here.
Woo!
Ah. Although I will be rolling.
Just making
on,
sure.
If anybody else.
I
got
didn't
anything
notice
first.
a health difference on the. Did anybody?
That tight.
I think one was 1.1 million and other was 1.2.
That is probably not a difference worth target switching
giant. Rats on the 410.
In the garbage. That's all right though. Up we go.
Useless.
Yeah, that's friends.
It's more for tanking, but you know what? I'll use it. Why not?
I mean, if you don't want it.
I rolled on that one.
I know.
Jeffrey's got other. Well,
So nicely done, guys. We got 3 of 9 done. Little to no problems. Heading in boss, which opulent.
I guess I'll wear it.
Opulence will be an interesting fight for sure.
God, this trash sucks.
I'm excited for it though. One of actually Jade Masters all the way up to Ekator. But I cannot wait.
This fight.
Fucking call.
What did you call?
Just let him see it. Fucking called.
King Rasta can or Rasta can't.
No, it's Rastakhan. He is dead. How this
Look
happened?
at this asshole. Hey, how's it going? You know,
What a mighty
I think I'm gonna
ruler.
redecorate.
I can't help but feel this is somewhat my fault.
The place could use a couple more skulls, you know.
Why the fuck haven't we been able to come down here?
At the risk of being too soon, there's a nice new one on the floor for him.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Nah,
Was
he
there a
deserves this.
cinematic that I totally missed here?
No.
Just
No, we're about to get there.
I'm gonna click it and see what happens. I don't know if it's gonna like pull us into an encounter.
There we go.
There it is.
Alright.
He's going to tell us.
No, I don't want to learn berserking.
I am
Run! Gift of the Nar. Fuck.
Or awesome.
What is this bullshit?
Gotta go
What
into
is
the
this
fucking
So in case you didn't know, you now have your alliance passives on.
Hey, guess what? I got one fucking glaive.
Why do I look so weird now?
Cool, I can use a mole machine?
Well, I'm still
I'm a human? What
Oh
is
god.
Nothing is shown.
Removes all poison, disease,
Did they
curse,
change the order of
magic.
the bosses?
And increase your agility for
No.
600.
What the fuck is this?
Yes
Wow.
please. Popping that
I
bad
think
boy
so,
right
'cause we should be
there.
getting the opulence right now, right?
I am
Soldier number
I am a
48.
steam.
No, this is the. Isn't this the alliance fight for Mecha?
No.
No.
This
Why
is
would
what
they fight
we fight.
Mecha?
We fight Mecha as Horde.
Like this, yeah. Fight Mecha.
They fight
I,
Mecha as
I don't
Horde.
know why we.
I feel a little left out. Everybody's a human.
No.
Oh,
There you go. Phoenix.
I'm an
I'm
idiot.
a human. That's not fair.
I'm
Tallest bitch
repulsive.
here.
I'm repulsive.
Get me
Look
out
at
of
this.
skin.
Look at
This
this.
part is being clown
Oh,
are
this is
identical, so-
terrible. Look at my. I have a terrible
Important.
tabard and everything.
Oh
Ugh.
no, this is the worst part. I can't use my horde mounts.
Ha! Really, you're a dwarf.
Hey, you shut your mouth.
Whoa, you're a dwarf.
I wonder
Don't
if I
you
can
dare insult
Wait,
us.
we actually can't use our horde mounts?
Or your racials. Just in case you didn't check.
I knew the racials. 'Cause
Oh,
I knew it was gonna be
I
no.
mean, you get the alliance.
So
better
I
than
removed
Dwarf.
my helmet, and it doesn't actually remove the helmet.
Which means I'll get to use the best tank racial Shadow Melt.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So
Can I pull some trash?
Where the hell do I find
Hey, check it out, man. I can't AoE the spell anymore, but look at this. Ooh.
Still 2% dodge though. Woo!
So weird listening.
Oh, I would war stomp these guys, but I don't know how.
I have this
What
overwhelming
are you?
urge to just like fight PvP like 50 to 1. Like it's.
So it's just a regular urge.
I think there's enough of us to kill 3 Horde now.
The pulse of desire, yes.
I feel like camping the Tortolan World Quest.
Man, this brings me back to when I was 12.
I feel like I'm gonna take like 80% longer on progressing and missing grading.
I find it. They wanted to find a way to slow down the Horde raid guilds.
What if we just fucked up their racials, huh? Yeah, that's it.
Well, because remember that was what made Horde OP, racials.
Yeah, that's
shamans.
And that's
Just wave
after,
it.
that's after giving fucking humans the better will of the Forsaken.
Right.
No, you're wrong.
When did
Am I?
Jesus Christ.
A whole lot of
They
fake
know-
This is really
they
cool though.
know
This is one of my
Central
favorite
Alliance
parts
also
of
gave you their fucking
looking
faction
forward to
passive
this
of
raid was that we could
constant
play as
whining.
Alliance.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
That's it, I win.
And your stream is over, really?
It's
That's
over.
all you need.
Yep.
And to be fair, all of the 7-year-olds watching his stream were probably upset that we're in front of them.
How much of this population is alliance?
All of you know my uncle works for Blizzard. You gotta ban all of you.
That's cool. Somebody's got to bring everybody coffee.
Someone gonna be able to ban us if we're in the cafeteria.
Damn. I caught that, JB. I liked it. I actually liked that one. I like that one, yeah.
Why do I all of a sudden?
Is it a dire brew or is it a dire brew?
You mean you don't always? Wait, hold on. Actually, now that you mentioned it, are you a Dark Iron Dwarf?
Yes,
Oh, loss.
Really?
Oh, I am.
You are Dark Iron Dwarf.
Oh yeah.
Whoever can use the mole machine would be Dark Iron.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. That means you have their like incredibly strong, well, sometimes incredibly strong, like active ability that gives them
Fireblood?
a massive stat bonus. Yeah. I would use
I
that.
like all of that.
You have the ability to charm other dwarf women quite easily and make them do things like
They have women.
Well, you're also
Absolutely
They can
closely.
discern between the
Princess
two.
Moira.
Okay, so that's one woman among all these.
Hey, it worked for the Smurfs, yeah.
It works for bees.
Worked for Snow White.
Hey.
Alright, we got that.
Those were gnomes, actually.
Yeah,
They're the
same
7
difference.
dwarves.
Damn.
No, gnomes are a little shorter.
And puntable.
Speaking of gnome,
Hey, there he is. Heard that we were talking shit.
I actually got to use my human racial.
You mean you're human?
so that was actually something that was really cool because I just recently changed to Magcar, which allowed me to become a Dark Iron Dwarf, which is my favorite Alliance race. Dark Iron
Sorry
is
for
really cool.
Thorum 2.0.
I still look like a bumpkin. This is everybody else has cool stuff. What is this?
They're headed
you-
up
Guys,
towards
guys,
Opulence.
Oh yeah, we gotta do this side.
Phenomenal.
We don't have the ability to do that.
Splitting the group. Oh yeah.
Is everybody aware of the gems that you are allowed to pick up in there?
I was.
That's right.
I think I'm gonna get the opal. Is that the one you wanted me on?
So a little bit of this has to, you know, like, come from you guys, you know, to help me out, because I don't know. I don't really know everybody's classes, you know what I'm saying? But we'll get to that in a moment. I do need to split the raid up.
That one.
Let me...
So far, so good. Got 3 bosses.
Absolute sure
They're
of
now
Just
aligned.
on my
Are
side,
quite nice.
since I do a lot of AoE.
So hold
Yeah,
on a moment.
yeah, it'd be full for Emerald.
Which one gives the shadow
Oh, he's a
absorption?
That's the amethyst.
Okay.
Yes, really.
Huh?
But, you know.
Check your flasks if you
Oh my goodness.
haven't used it yet. Right before we go in.
I love this joke.
I don't have a drinking problem. I drink. I get drunk.
Up, we are going to start talking about the fight here. We're just getting our up here.
It's I think it's my favorite joke in the entire game.
That's amazing.
My sounds are pretty low.
Hey, I
Which one
can't
was-
wait to finish
Was,
raiding these
the one
lands
where
and go
he
back to my. Oh,
he
crap.
has an idea for a movie that's just the World of Warcraft version of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. I like the female Draenei about beating the shit out of gnomes.
Yeah, so unfortunately, you can't see my face. Oh, that would be really. That.
What? Okay. Whatever. Alright. So here's how I see it, yeah? Groups
Alliance.
1 and 3, you'll be dealing with the Hand of Inzashi. And it is mostly ranged. I believe there is one and then 2 and 4 you guys will be going to Yalat, the right. Reason being you can run behind and you will likely deal with the Flames of Punishment easier, or that is the idea at the very least. That's right. That is to say the clone that he rotates. If you've seen videos, you know what I'm talking about.
I like the knot.
Also, Hurtman, to answer what you statement, there's a lot more ranged on the left is because you get that one debuff, you know, that you get, and then you drop an orb. Easier to drop is ranged. I've
Find a
tried
better title.
more or less in mind. Thankfully, we do have, you know, strong folks on both sides of the fence here. Senpai, you're gonna be with Yalat for the same reasons. So on the right, just mobile, and then I'll be on the left. Heels.
Good ones.
Split you right down the middle.
Light of Dawn.
Mary requested to be on the right, on the mobile group. Kaopao, I am putting you there for the, again, exact same reason. I'm basing the side choices just based on mobility for the most part, because those flames are. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll find out real soon. Yeah, which we'll get.
That would be kind of.
Actually, let's talk about it now. So, we're probably gonna want one shadow gem on the healers on both sides. Now, on normal, we don't actually need it, but I'd like to get in the habit of getting one shadow gem on both sides, like right from the get-go. Yeah, and then the other one, I'd like it to be on a healer that cannot AOE as much. Or excuse me, the shadow gem I'd like to be on a healer that cannot AOE as much, which I know sounds backwards, but the shadow debuff, the like less shadow damage, actually has quite. It's not as imperative that a heavy AOE. Not really, because two people kind of spot heal people over the course of the encounter will mean that everybody has it, and that shouldn't be a problem. The other healing gem, the Sapphire, the buff that it gives you is actually a little bit shorter, not by much, but a little bit shorter, and AOE heals could feasibly stack
30.
So, to that end, Kaopao, I think I would like you to get the Sapphire, and Barry,
Well, unfortunately, guys, it does sound like.
And then on the other end,
out on
Star, I'd like you to get.
Probably
the
need to go
Amethyst,
reset
and
my
Richard, I'd like you to get
my router because I am
and that
having a
might
hard
have to
time
be
hearing.
reversed if they've changed the timer on the shadow debuff. Again,
I have
normal,
to change some settings on my computer. I know if I'm going to
absolutely.
continue to stream time because
Wow.
raid is definitely.
Any questions
computer.
on the gem pickups?
So I will go ahead and end the
Heals?
live stream tonight. I will be streaming tomorrow night. Please come and hang.
Senpai,
5
you and I
o'clock
have a choice. Pick up the diamond.
Eastern. We'll continue our progress.
We unfortunately can't practice
Battle
our
for
kind of
Dazar'alor.
click-through
So I
rotation
appreciate you guys
because it doesn't
watching.
exist on normal. So I think just
I
to
have a
make it
lot
easier
of
for our
different
viewers,
hunter
whenever
guides.
your
That sort of
diamond is
a lot
recharged,
of people.
just talk.
Material.
And then
I
I'll
hope
do
to
this.
see you guys very
Does that
soon, and I
sound
will
good?
have edited videos of our first. So,
Is-
till my
yeah,
next
sound-
live stream
sound
or video.